Hey guys, so this is my comparison between Descendants and Descendants 2. I do this when there's a sequel to any movie, so this is the way I'm doing it today. And I've actually had to write a list because I won't say everything if I don't write. So the first one I'm going to say is, the first Descendants is a comedy more than anything else. It's funny, there's jokes. Whereas the second one is more music than comedy, and I don't know whether I liked the second one better because of the comedy, or whether I didn't. Because it's a musical and no comedy, or whether it's because I wanted more. I don't know. If they're gonna do a third one, which I've heard is on the way, I think they should do both, like merged together a bit more, which is quite cool. The first one, the villain kids, the VKs, they're bad. As in the fall, they get chosen, and then they turn good in the second one. That's another comparison, good beats evil. That's basically what it's implying, which is true in some cases around this world, but in others it's not. But good beats evil is really good the way it's doing it. Also, another one that was really strange, if I'm going to compare this, is Mal's hair. She had dark purple hair in the first one, but then she cast a spell and it went blonde for the second one. Why can't she just, cast a spell that makes her hair go back to purple? Instead of having to go get it dyed where it's light purple and a different style, because everyone else has the same style. She changes and that's it. It's not right, But I do prefer with purple hair. Now in the first one, there isn't that many characters, so to speak. There's the odd relationship and the odd character you get introduced to. Whereas the second one, you gain a lot more characters that you also lose some. Like Audrey, she was in the first one, not the second one. Cinderella's son, he leaves halfway through the second one. Which also brings me to the new ones that were gained, as in all the pirates and Uma and Dizzy, all of that based around that. Which brings me to the parents, as in they were in the first one, as in Maleficent, the Evil Queen, Jafar, and Cruella. They were in the first one, and the second one they weren't. And I don't know whether I prefer it if they were or not. I'm not sure, because they did kind of bring something to the whole thing. But they're not in it now, which was, they did the most comedy. So that's probably where the comedy went, was the parents. And you had Ursula, but she didn't really say much. And the same with the ugly sister's mom. Her voice was in it, like Ursula's, but you couldn't really tell any comedy points of it. Which again brings me back to the Isle of Lost and Auradon, because the first one focused on Auradon more. The second one focuses mainly on the Isle of Lost, which I think is good the way they've done that, because it kind of gives you a sense of what life is like on both sides of the islands, which is quite nice if you are writing a story or something like that, to include both parts. And then obviously there's relationships. There was, Audrey and Ben in the first one, and then that broke up. But you find out in the second one there's always little relationships going on. As in there's Carlos and Jane, Jay and Laurie, Evie and Doug, and Mal and Ben. There's always relationships going on, and in all fairness, I think Hook and Uma should be a thing, but that's maybe news to the third one, make them a thing. But yeah, it was a lot more finding out relationships in that one, I guess, where I think the first one was more about trying to fit in. And then obviously there's the pets. There's a dog, and it becomes Carlos's pet, that ends up becoming a talking dog in the second one. And there's also a lizard, but that's Mal's mum. So that's really the comparison of that one. And the spells as well. There's a lot more spell casting in the first one than there is in the second one, even though it turns out Mal has cast several spells. So that's that one. As for an overall, I do prefer the second one to the first one, and in Descendants 3, if there's going to be a third one, I would like to see more of the parents, I guess, and an interaction between Evie and Snow White, because they technically are stepsisters and there's no interaction between them where there should be. Like, there's an interaction with obviously Carlos and Dogs, which his mum's Clara DeVille. There's no connection with Aladdin either for Jay, which probably there should be, or Aladdin's son. There's also no connection with Snow White and Evie, which I think there should be. You know, it was just a bit weird the fact that there's only one connection. Two, actually, if you count Ben and Gaston's son having that interaction as well. So maybe that's probably the best thing, is I'd like to see more interactions of different characters and, you know, their children interacting with, you know, the villain children, which would be quite nice as well. And considering Dizzy is now at Auradon Prep, she should have a speak with Cinderella's son. Can't remember his name, but he dates Aubrey now. You know, and maybe she should have a conversation with him, considering they're kind of he's kind of her cousin, I think. So yeah, it'd be quite nice, and maybe it's their parents as well, because Aurora's grandmother was in it, and she had the connection as well with Mal. You know, I'd like more connection with different characters. But that's basically everything for this one, and I guess I'll see you in another video. Bye!